In this fourth presentation, by way of concluding, I'll present some observations and tentative insights. Whereas non-website usage on average for CJC articles attracts 15 to 25% of all usage, for a very limited number of articles, all of which are listed here, the ratio is dramatically different. Most dramatic is an article on cyber victimology. It has attracted nearly 40 times the viewership from secondary aggregators compared to the average article. For these articles, 10 times the usage is not unusual. The nature of the articles and their means of access suggest that they might be very popular with undergraduates, a target audience for both ProQuest and EBSCO. Of these articles, only 2 were in the top 20 overall, the Missing and Murdered Women article and the article on interpersonal surveillance. A note on dramatically higher overall usage. Such use can be driven by outside events. Professors gain public attention, the public, or possibly many students, search for their publications. One author rose from a few hundred annual article views to over 10,000, and then in the next year, usage slipped back down to the hundreds or maybe 1,000. On the other hand, single articles can generate prominence independent of public events. In 2016, an article published in 2009 suddenly attracted the most attention of any article ever received in the CJC. Bringing these two dynamics together, a single event captured by a single article can send usage soaring. There is no sign of above average performance by individual authors. No author has more than one article in the top 20. This would suggest that users are driven by subject matter, not author. It also appears to indicate that there appear to be no stars in the firmament of Canadian communication research scholars, outside of Innes and McLuhan, both of whom are dead. Related to the above, it appears that CJC authors refrain from sending hordes of undergraduates online to download their articles. The limitations of these interpretations are that they do not tap into illegal or unapproved usage in course management systems, services such as ResearchGate and academia, and pirate sites such as Sci-Hub. In this regard, it is very interesting that in the call for openness by universities and their librarians, the inclusion and usage levels of articles in course management systems are hidden from journals and authors. Where does this all bring us? Publication of research in CJC and, it would appear, in social science and humanities journals in general is far from a useless activity. It takes content around the world and, as growing altmetrics data indicate, contributes to the knowledge foundations of society. Whereas subscriptions have dwindled really to pitiful levels, usage is steadily climbing. The shame of this is that the predominant discourse regarding scholarly journals focuses on bringing free access in an environment which, at least in Canada, nothing is in place to underwrite the costs of production. Complemented by weakened copyright laws, this sets the stage for either a collapse of production or institutional capture and control. Inevitably, institutional control leads down a conservative path. The user community worldwide, who account for over 750,000 content views, contributes less than 5 cents per full article view to the CJC. CJC users read not just the most popular articles, but a wide variety of scholarly articles, the classic long tail of usage. This is a salutary finding in terms of education. Apparently, the main role of science articles seems to be to feed science. In that context, citation indexes tell an important story. However, in social science and humanities, it appears that the predominant value of articles is the exposure of articles to a wide population of users, including students, who can gain a sense of both article content and research techniques. While citation takes place, article views by a wide range of users are much more prevalent than citation for journals such as the CJC. Quantitative analysis, even of top articles, does not turn usage into a horse race. Rather, it establishes the significant contribution being made by researchers and their journals to ideas, opinions, knowledge, and understanding. Quantitative analysis also provides a valuable foundation to understand the nature of usage. Usage patterns, when examined closely, suggest familiar profiles that help capture the dynamics of scholarly inquiry and its uptake in society. Here are some beginning examples of article profiles that suggested themselves as I delved into the data of individual articles. First is Icarus's, fast-rising, attention-grabbing articles that establish something new and quickly fade to rare use. And Methuselah's, articles that gain in importance and are used and cited for a very long time. Then came Solomon's, articles that resolve a tension in the field and provide emergent wisdom. Newton's sleepers, highly reductionistic articles that bring forward powerful new paradigms. Einstein's, idea-based articles that bring forward highly significant changes in a field. Scheherazade's, sequences of articles that, step by step, open new knowledge fields and generate continuing interest in each successive phase. Pied Pipers, articles that generate a great deal of follow-on parallel research in a particular field. Jody's, articles that challenge the status quo based on fundamental principles. And Julian's, articles that bring forward suppressed data and provide new insights. Please pardon the Western bias in my suggested naming. This ends the initial introductions to CALJ-RAP. The value of CALJ-RAP will increase by growing attention worldwide to metrics, and by its adoption and control by journals themselves, rather than external agencies that inevitably have their own interests to pursue. Thanks very much, and I hope you participate in CALJ-RAP and benefit from it.